fun.
Alright, welcome back everyone to another episode of Stories from the Unbound Shores. And as we last left off in combat, we are just going to jump straight into it today. So, we are at the top of the order. Sorry, it is your turn. Eskel has just been knocked unconscious by the golem.
I thought we finished the golem. No.
Nope.
No,
fuck.
it had just recently been bloodied.
Okay, hang on. I don't remember what dice I need. Well, I guess I could potentially not need any dice, depending on how these roll. But I'm just gonna continue just shooting ice at it with renewed fervor. Melisari is pissed. Melisari is not quite pissed enough.
No, bad roll. I have an inspiration die.
So she shouts and shoots a ray of frost off over its right shoulder.
Alright, is there anything else you'd like to do?
There isn't really anything else I can do. I'm not getting close enough to that thing to check on Eskel. Sadly.
Alright, then Aurelion, you're up. To remind you from last week, Dirk's last hit did seem to be effective.
Did or didn't?
Did.
I'm going to... I can see Dirk, the other side of this fellow.
Yeah, you can see through its legs.
I'm just going to go... I'm going to gesture towards Pascal and just say, Dirk, is he okay?
I'm gonna make sure he is.
Okay, then I'll... What was I doing? Help. So that whatever the next attack is gets advantage.
Okay.
Are you
That's it.
able to attack, or are you just helping?
Al, it is your turn. You are still in the process of turning into a cloud.
That's true, but did I see Eskel go down before I attempted turning into a cloud?
No.
Still continue turning into a cloud, but
Okay, we have Mustache, and I've double-checked the spell, and I don't think they can even stop mid-turn, so I'm just gonna move on to the next person. Eskel, death saving throw, please.
Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can screw this up for myself. I got a 4!
Alright, that is a fail.
You got this, Dirk.
Dirk, you're up.
Okay. I use a point of lay on hands on him.
Okay? Eskel, you have received a single point of lay on hands. You are no longer down.
Woohoo! I
Now
heal. I have 1 HP.
Is there anything you want to do with your movement or bonus action, Dirk?
No.
Okay, Stone Golem's turn. I'll take a swing at Dirk. And miss, and then a swing.
I don't have the benefit of the shield spell, or not the shield.
Shield Faith, I think it
That's
was.
the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
My AC is only 18.
Okay, just gonna double check the attack, but I'm fairly certain a 3 on a die will miss regardless. Yeah, that'll miss.
Cool.
I don't think anything has plus 15 to attack, but maybe there is something. And then next attack was against Aurelion, and that is a 17.
That hit.
Okay. Please take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Melsari.
Yeah, why not? I'm trying to think if there's anything I say or do, but I'm just gonna shoot a magic missile at this thing.
Okay.
I mean,
If
technically
you use
3.
Ray
What?
of Frost, you have advantage.
Oh, do I?
Yep.
Okay, well, let's do that then. For all the good it'll do me, I'm sure. Are you fucking kidding me right now?
2 1s.
Now, no. Now I rolled a 14 and a 17 on die. So, I think I hit.
Yeah, you hit. Roll damage, please.
Wow. 5 cold damage?
It
Probably
takes
would've been
5
better
cold
with-
damage.
Fucking magic missile.
I mean, Magic Missile's minimum damage is 6, so yes.
What? No. I only get 3.
Yeah, 3 d4s
Oh,
plus 3.
Right. Carry on.
Alright, so it takes the damage. Anything else?
Eh. Can I go help Eskel to his feet? No, I'm just gonna stay back here, it's fine. Carry on.
Okay. Aurelion.
Again. Hold on a second. Let me just go in here and check that off. I am raging. So I'm going to attack it.
Okay.
Just check the... where is it? No. These are going to be reckless attacks because
Because
Okay.
it's so reckless.
ugh. What's this?
This tea is not cooling fast enough.
Add milk.
Well, I doubt that I hit anyway. That's matter anyway, does it? It's not going to do any damage, but that would have been a 12.
You miss. And your second attack?
It's a 20.
As in crit, or just 20?
No, not natural, just 20.
Okay. Yeah, that hits.
And it's just a rapier.
Okay. Roll damage.
There's no damage, so
No, roll damage.
$11.
Alright,
Piercing.
takes 11 points of piercing damage.
Ooh. Wait, hold on a second, I forgot. Concentrates. That's a 13. I forgot to have the rage damage.
Okay. I have marked that down. Anything else you'd like to do?
Just check something here. Oh, where is this? Let me just check something here. There's this confusing about lookers. Yeah, I'm gonna frenzy.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on frenzy attacks? Is it for every?
If you reckless attacked, then I believe so.
Yeah, just double checking.
But to the best of my knowledge, you don't get the frenzy attack this turn. So it doesn't take
that's
your
right.
bonus action.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's me done.
Alright. Al, it is your turn. Upon looking at the spell that lets you turn into a cloud, it is my understanding that it's not a transformation that can get stopped partway through. If somebody else wants to look up Windwalk and bring a counter argument, feel free.
I think I can give a counter argument because that makes sense.
Alright, then I will increase the counter. You are halfway through.
I haven't looked at the writing in this edition, but in every edition I have played that Windwalk existed. It took a minute to change, and no, you couldn't stop it once it was started. Not willingly. Like, somebody could knock you out. I will look it up, however.
Alright. If need be, I will jump back to Al's turn. Sure, they have additional options. Eskel, you are prone at 1 hit point.
Okay. Been messing with audio settings, so I didn't. Okay. I have to keep, like, muting both Skype and the stream so that I don't transmit noise. Right, so Eskel's eyes come open as he reawakens with his 1 HP. I think what I shall do is use my last spell slot. And how badly it hurt does this thing look?
It is bloodied. But it is not very bloodied. So
Okay.
it's somewhere, but it's above 1/4, but below 1/2.
Yeah. Okay, I think the best thing to do is 2 actions. Okay, I think the best thing to do is I'm going to use half my speed to stand up. I'm no longer prone. And then I'm going to use my last spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on myself at 2nd level.
Okay.
And then I'm going to...
as due to the Friends with Benefit feature of your amulet, you can also target Dirk, because he's within the range.
Oh, cool. Then, is Dirk, are you hurt at all?
Barely, but I'm not at full health.
Okay, well, then more the merrier. Wow, that was, pathetic. You and I each gain 11 HP.
Okay, I am at full.
And then I'm going to, turn to Melisari, and, give a weak smile as I imagine, also, like, bleeding from the head. And just say, maybe give the item a flip for me.
She just stares at you with a very befuddled, annoyed look on her face, but kind of slowly nods.
Sorry. Going to grab his weapon up off the ground and ready himself for the next turn. That's it.
Alright. Dirk, you're up.
I'm gonna smack it.
Alright.
That is a 17.
That'll hit.
Okay. For 15 points of non-magical bludgeoning damage.
Okay, and don't forget your D4 from, like, the heroism orders you had going. I remember you were dealing 1d4 radiant damage.
Oh, right. I had, what was the spell? Divine Favor.
That's it.
4 this time. That's more than I've done at all with this spell before.
Are you kidding me? That's like more than you've done over the past 3 rounds.
It's because I was doing only damage with that spell.
Yes, and only rolling 1s.
They were good rolls.
And then I swing again.
Okay, it is very bloodied.
I think a 10 will miss, though.
Okay, you miss. I will add the very bloodied icon. Alright. This is the Stone Golem's turn. It's going to take a swing at Elrelion with advantage. And it's 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Please take 19 points of bludgeoning damage. What path... it doesn't matter because it's still bludgeoning damage. So, you have that because you're raging.
That
Goes down to 9.
9. Okay.
And then we'll take a swing at Dirk. That's a crit. Sorry, Dirk.
Yeah, that'll hit.
I think it's crit 4 times.
I thought it was only 3. Oh well, it's almost dead. Right. Stat block. Its damage is normal than that. So... Please take 32 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Aren't you glad I gave you those 11 HP now?
I am. And it's magical bludgeoning damage, correct?
It is. Yes, sorry.
Oh, it's magical.
Yeah. Golems always do magic damage.
Inhaled my drank.
Alright.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any difference in the rules for Windwalk in this edition.
Attack again. That's a 10.
That will also miss.
And Frenzy. That's an 18.
That'll hit.
Fuck's sake. Oh, these rolls are
You
killing
know,
me.
this song is very appropriate for battle in which one of our people has just come back to life.
That's 6 piercing damage.
Did you remember your rage damage?
Yeah. I rolled a 1.
Oof. Well, it takes 6 piercing damage.
And that's me done.
Alright. Al's turn. You are now at turn 6 out of 10 turns of turning into a cloud. Eskel.
Alright. Aurelion, out of curiosity, your character is visibly enraged and striking recklessly.
Yeah.
Okay. Eskel is going to be looking rather concerned about that. But focusing on the fact that this thing is still a problem, he's going to look at his sword, which is no longer glowing, and grit his teeth and growl at this monster. You wasted Bahamut's magic! How dare you! I think that's a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yes. It's gonna be 7 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Alright, it takes 7 points.
Got no spell slots, so that's all I can do there. I'm gonna roll that again for a second hit. Natural 1.
Oof.
Well, this says I have an inspiration die. Let me use it.
Okay,
18 on die.
that'll hit.
Cool. Let's go with this one. Lower. 6 points of non-magical piercing damage.
Okay, it is still up.
Okay.
Dirk, can you bring it down?
I guess we'll find out. I'm gonna swing at it. That is a 23 on its AC.
That'll hit.
That's 13 non-magic bludgeoning and 3 radiant.
Alright, it's dead.
Okay. I swing again. It's prone. I have advantage. It's a 19.
And we do need to make
you-
sure that we crack the shell and get the elemental out of there.
You hit, and you, like, regardless of damage, you will crush the head of this thing under the.
I rolled 3 dice here. Guess how many of them were ones.
All of
All
them.
Sorry.
of them.
Yeah. And then I re-rolled 2 of the ones, the d6s, because I get to do that. And guess how many of them stayed 1?
Both of
Both of
them.
them.
Only 1 this time.
Oh,
The other one was a
okay.
3. So, like, I mean,
What's the exact
Still
wording of the
impressive.
thing that lets you reroll 1s and 2s?
it is my great weapon fighting
Master.
feature. You can reroll 1 or 2 on damage dice with melee weapons wielded with 2 hands.
So it doesn't have to. It's probably not supposed to apply to things other than the weapon damage, but it doesn't specifically
not-
say.
No, it says on the weapon.
Ah,
Um,
well,
I'll,
as you
I'll pull up Paladin itself. And,
bring down the wing of your maul with the force of your strike behind it, you're able to crush the head of this thing, turning it to pebbles more or less. End initiative.
One pissed off cloud.
I'm gonna go down to one knee.
And you'll see other parts of it start to crack and glow with kind of a green and brown light.
Oh, that sucked.
As it will begin to crack further and crumble. And you'll see a release of light, and then nothing left but more or less a crumbled husk.
Where did the light go?
It was hard to tell because when it released, it somewhat blinded you.
How long did this take?
The full release or the battle?
Battle.
The release.
Oh.
It probably took a good 30 seconds, I'll say.
So
Which
there's
would mean
another
that Al
30
is
seconds
also...
of Aurelion just smashing this thing.
Alright.
Oh, goodness gracious.
And then 30 seconds pass, and he collapses. And then I have to give myself a level of exhaustion.
Like, as he continues smashing it in the blind bit, Aurelion! Aurelion! It's okay, we got it! I can't see. Is he listening?
Meanwhile, Melisari wanders over. You idiot, Eskel!
What? I'm gonna get slapped, aren't I?
Oh.
Well, hey, at least if she hurts you, she'll feel the pain.
Why didn't you flip it sooner?
I was focused on... I figure for the same reason you didn't. Well, no, actually. To be completely honest about why I didn't flip it sooner is because... What?
I muttered, he's not wrong. Carry on.
To be completely honest, the reason I didn't flip it sooner is because I view the item as a way of preventing others from being hurt by taking their pain myself. I
Doesn't
hadn't...
help anyone if you die.
I hadn't until the moment where I made a mistake. Really thought of it as a utility as a way of sustaining, a person who is on the front line. I viewed it more as just a way of protecting someone else.
Melisari just kind of rubs her temple.
And as a better answer to your question of where did the light go, I'm still gonna say that you were blind enough that you couldn't tell because sunlight sensitivity.
Mm-hmm. So it
But
gave off sunlight? Neat.
but the others will be able to see it kind of go into the earth and kind of fade from there.
Any event. Sorry that I...
Melisari just snorts and said, "Don't call me baby ever again."
Baby?
And then, I guess, wanders over toward Dirk.
Baby?
She didn't want to look at you anymore.
Who said... Wait! No one
I
said...
swear you said baby.
No.
Change the direction.
It was
No.
maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe with an M.
It sounded like baby. Plus the
I just wanted to stay that way. He's like, "Don't call me baby," and storm off. And Essos was like, "I never called her baby."
So then if that happens, then she storms over to Dirk, and Dirk, looking at this guy, without stopping looking at him, and says, "He asked you to maybe switch it."
It is my vote, but that stays canon because that's just too good.
I'm gonna move over to Aurelion and check him, check his vitals, make sure he's not dead, because all that collapsing happened when I was blind.
Alright, feel free to roll medicine.
I'm good at that.
Can I mark myself as bloody, or do you need to do that?
You can do it yourself, but I can also do it.
Where's the button?
You click on your token, and there's a swirly button below you. You click that, and there's a bunch of icons you can click on and off.
Neat.
I always thought it was a bubble. It looks like a bubble to me.
Which is
So,
Which one was
my
bloody?
medicine roll was a 2. Is he dead?
yes, very.
You're not sure.
Damn it!
So-
Breathe! I'm like pounding on his chest. Breathe!
Yeah, that's the smart
I'm gonna-
response.
Turn back around as I hear this and go, maybe I should.
All right.
I wish.
Aurelian, I'm going to need you to take 5 points of damage and wake up gasping that there's someone basically beating on your chest.
What the hell?
I did it! I saved him!
Did you not have a point of lay on hands?
I did not. I used them all up.
What the hell?
I lay on hands with extreme prejudice.
Are you alright, Aurelion?
I think so. Ow.
Sorry, you died or something. You,
Or something.
You kind of went a little, crazy at the end there. How's your head?
I'm gonna reach up and just check to see, like, am I bleeding from any place?
You're bloody, so yes, you're bleeding from a few places.
But in the head?
And then I'm just gonna, like, turn my hands around and go, like, to show the palms of my hands, blood on them. Just like,
Is there water in this well-looking thing?
The well is kind of a byproduct of not having made this map myself. It's more
There was
supposed to just be a kind of central plaza thing. There is no well. That's the short of it.
It was like a plinth with the stone golem on it.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm gonna offer Aurelian my
plinth.
hand. A plinth. And help him to his feet.
I take his hand, add it to my collection.
No, stop that.
No, okay. So I'm standing up now.
It kinda reminded me of what happened earlier today, right? With the flame skulls.
yes.
Yeah, that would have been earlier today.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Do you remember today? Wildly attacking the golem until it was destroyed and then beating on its dead body?
No, I remember it hitting me and then waking up here.
Should probably get you to an actual healer, like a medicine person. Here, lean on me.
When you're not strong.
What's the story with the maker, Dirk?
What is the story of Voice in the Sky?
He's more sting than person.
Well,
That's true.
I thought that we'd be able to move him to a better spot, but I'm not sure if that would end well.
I was hoping that I could heal him after we knocked him down, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
So we find who's second in charge?
We're going to need to figure out everyone who can create these things, and convince them that they don't want to end up like this guy.
I was under the impression that he was the only one who could.
He's not the only one according to the elementals, he's just the best. He's the one that they've always been trying to get a hold of, and he slips away from them. We know that Nyx can create the constructs, and we're told that those are okay. We just need to convince her to maintain those.
I feel like convincing is going to be either significantly easier or significantly harder with him in his current state.
It's definitely say like still like gingerly holding some of my wounds, like definitely going to be one or the other.
Well, the world is in a better place for him to no longer be doing what he's been doing.
We still need to free the other air elementals and the Tao. We shouldn't leave that trapped.
That was the Tao, I believe.
Was it?
I believe so.
I didn't see where the
earth.
light went after it left the creature. It blinded me.
It appeared to go
I
into the
imagine
earth.
it sounded like there are others.
I don't think we're in
Is that-
any condition to do that again.
Honestly, I feel like the elementals will have an easier time destroying the rest than we would.
The elementals might also be striking at any innocents that are here in retribution, which is why we should probably find the second in command and convince them to decommission all of the golems.
We should find Nyx. She'll know.
But will she tell us?
I don't know. Would have destroyed any trust she had, but we're going to have to take that risk. We are trying to protect the innocents here, and we are trying to protect the elemental. And this guy was an oppressor, and it is our job as instruments of Bahamut to see those instruments of oppression destroyed.
I will point out that the shield golem that was sent with you guys is still here, just kind of waiting.
I go over to it. Can you take us back to Nyx?
It starts moving.
I'd follow.
Aurelion and I will go after him, still sharing shoulders.
Is Al still in cloud form, or did Al uncloud?
Would deep cloud, but she has a pout on her face. She would be extremely unsatisfied with the fact that she was going to try and do something helpful. Or dissatisfied would be the correct word.
Alright, I will transfer the scene.
Be trying to keep an eye on everything and everyone because really don't want that to happen again.
I like that he's smoking a telephone.
With an extra pipe.
Is that not what they're for?
This has got 3 places to put the,
You get like 3 different varieties of pipe tobacco, and you get to like see how they mix well. It's...
I guess you could use it that way, yeah. It's a bong.
Variety. Damn.
Fine.
We are its shoes.
It's very lopsided then.
What?
It just needs to stand
Dirk
on
is
a
much
gnome,
shorter
and that will
than-
be an
than Eskel.
it'll be like an insert. Man, I can't remember that guy's name again. I just listened to the video, too, where I said I couldn't remember his name.
Nyx.
No. Guy we murderized.
The chunky salsa.
Oh, yeah.
Not even
I don't.
chunky.
Yeah, frankly, I don't remember his name either.
Chunky.
I need to take better notes.
So we go to Nyx. Looking worse for wear.
Yeah. Seeing you return with the shield column and seeing what state you're in, it's like she'll just kind of be in horror. Like, what happened? Are you all right?
We decommissioned one of the golems powered by the Tao.
I see.
We need to decommission the others. We could not convince your friend who had figured out how to create them to help us decommission them. So I'm hoping that we can convince you to help us decommission them.
I can provide some support, but we don't. He was the only one that knew how to take them apart peacefully.
Well, I do have to say that it was not our intention, not my intention anyway. I kind of say giving side-eye to Dirk, for him to die, but unfortunately he was bent.
Adamant.
Yes, adamant about remaining a imprisoner of elementals.
Is there perhaps a cleric in town who could cast Speak with Dead on him? I don't think I hit the jaw.
She raises her hand.
Well, that's convenient. You are, I say, looking rather skeptical, willing to continue helping us.
I didn't. I've never liked our use of the elemental, like of the golems. And I've tried teaching other, like more of our people, the craft of the other forms of constructs, so that we may be able to use them solely, like we used to. But for the last few years, the activity of undead and other creatures in this area has been significantly higher.
While I am sorry that we could not protect his life, I am glad that you are willing to work with us. And I can only swear to you that it is our intention to protect the people of this place who would not enslave the elementals.
Then I have a request.
Look to the others before returning my gaze to her.
See that now is extremely paranoid.
Tense.
In exchange for both trying to provide support with, as with our regular constructs, to help take down the golems, and healing for yourselves, as I can see you're in no shape to fight tonight. I would ask that you try and broker peace with the elementals on our behalf. I hope they are not too against it with the death of the golem's creators. Most of the knowledge of their creation has gone with it, and I can see to the to any written forms being removed.
I'm good with that. You good with that? Well?
I nod.
Dirk?
Dirk will nod.
Aurelion?
Just thumbs up.
Al?
nod.
Yeah. Deal. We'll make sure that the elementals are at peace with your people. Or find out exactly what your people need to do to ensure peace between you remains.
Very well. Gather up, and I can try and take care of your wounds all at once.
Bring it in, gang.
It's gonna kind of step back. I am not actually injured at all.
Stand next to Malthari.
So, let's see. We're gonna do a mask cure wounds. We're gonna do it at a high level. Let me see how much that'll heal. Spells. Oh, here we go. And the spell will not open. Okay, there we go. Okay, so 1 second while I roll it. Actually, she's going to cast one other spell first. I don't remember its name. I think. Oh, actually, no, I do. It's Beacon of Hope.
Which improves
Oh, that
healing.
maximizes healing or something.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, it has a number of effects, including gives you advantage on death saving throws. I think a bonus against fear, and it maximizes all healing in its area.
Like it.
So now I just need to calculate it. Yep.
Times minus 4.
So, yep. You guys get 44 points of healing.
Nice.
Cool. I'm full.
I'm full too. Yay.
Is my
Are you a healer in general? Like, you practice medicine?
I mostly deal with mechanical tinkering, but I've tried expanding to some alchemical concoctions.
I only ask because my friend here, I say, indicating Aurelion, sometimes seems to hit his head and then is not himself for some time after that, usually becoming unpredictable and angry and lashing out, but then he doesn't remember it. Do you know of any condition that might cause that?
I don't offhand, but to be fair, our population here is somewhat small, and we haven't had visitors for years. So our I can't think of the word.
Do you have any helmets from a suit of armor, perhaps, that would fit an elf?
I'm sure we could find or make something.
Because I'm gonna get you a helmet, Aurelion. Okay, thank you. Both for your support and for the healing. Where do we begin with the golems?
Well, I need to start by gathering some of the other constructs from our borders, because we're going to need most of them. The iron golem in particular will be of great trouble. I ask that while we do that, you perhaps see if you could start the negotiations, as it will take time for us to gather the constructs.
The elementals are willing to assist the effort and, of course, promise peace with your people. Are you willing to accept their aid in decommissioning the columns?
Frankly, so that we can still, if we want to have any hope of being able to still defend ourselves after this, we're going to need all the help we can get, or we're going to lose far too many constructs.
I'm confident that if we go to them and ask them to help decommission the constructs, they will want to participate in that. But if you mean protecting your people afterward, I know that they're going to be more hesitant about that.
I want to ask that of them after what we've done to their people. But I just need their, if they're willing to help in the destruction of the golems, so that we don't lose too many constructs that don't contain elementals. Or anything else for that matter.
I turned to Derek and said, I like this one, she's smart. How much time have we got left on the wind walk?
Several hours.
Oh, then yes.
The spell lasts 8 hours, so
we can do that. How much time do we have before our week prediction on the Death Knight runs out? Because we do not want to run overtime for that.
I was gonna... Al would have mentioned, please keep in mind our current objective, though.
I believe you have 2 days, and you know that if you were able to, if you're going to, if you were able to get this spell cast on you again before leaving the village, you could make it there within a few hours as opposed to multiple days. Because you literally travel, I think it's 10 times faster.
Yes.
Actually, even faster because you're not being slowed down by Dirk's small legs.
Wow.
You hear that, Dirk?
Rude.
You're small and slow. Alright. I'm gonna say we shall meet back here soon, hopefully with an agreement from the elementals. And I'm going to start becoming gas.
Indeed. I'm always gas, but,
We once again have a pout on her face.
What's the matter, Al? You keep pouting.
We can't talk, we're turning into clouds.
I start from the feet.
You are incapacitated
Okay,
while doing
but
so, and I don't believe you can speak while incapacitated.
No, when you're incapacitated, you only can't take actions or reactions, and speaking is neither of those.
Technically, he is correct.
The best kind of correct.
There it is.
So,
Alright.
what's the matter, Al? You keep pouting.
I tried to go get help when I noticed everybody going down, but the thing was killed before I had the chance. So I wasted 2 minutes.
Isn't that a good thing? Yeah, this is coming from Nyx.
It's because we're awesome, and we were more than a match for that golem.
Kind of shoot a glare, but jokingly.
It becomes a cloud. You just see
She'd
this
roll her eyes and also then
smug
become...
twist of vapor where his face used to be.
That was a very quick minute. The fuck is this sound? My Reddit page.
Al, get in the cloud.
Said Al becomes a cloud after she shoots a joking glare at Eskel.
Al is their own special cloud.
Hell yeah.
I just imagine.
Everybody else is in a A
One
single
second. I need to find something.
I just
We fly,
imagine.
we fly a single cloud to hide our numbers.
We are a jet stream. Or a vapor trail. We're the vapor trails that make the golems dead.
Oh, jeez.
I went there. But again, I'm just imagining that, he becomes a cloud, so he's giving you that smirk where you raise an eyebrow, only his eyebrow then drifts away.
God damn it. Anywho.
Ah, it's perfect. That's us.
There, now Owl is a very special cloud.
Yeah. The most special of clouds.
Most prettiest of clouds.
Most prettiest.
That one looks
most-
like an elf riding a unicorn. I just looked at the map again.
Alright. So, you guys turn into clouds, and I presume head back to the, kind of altar thing where you, last, saw the elemental.
E.
Alright, then I will drag y'all over here.
No, it hasn't happened yet. I guess I should wait.
Zoop.
Zoop. I need more caffeine.
And I presume you take the, minute to decloud.
Indubitably.
Yes.
Apparently, some of us appear on top of others.
Not my fault.
I would also, yes, be cloud.
As you come back, you'll see Ira begin casting a spell.
Hopefully it's
I ain't
tongues.
got any counter spells left, so I don't have the option of stopping her. Not that I would.
It's probably
Like, I
tongues.
make the hand motions for counterspell.
I assume that she is like staring at me as she does this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If this was in person, I'd be staring at you right now. Just
I
leaning
just kind of
closer.
shrug.
All right. Let me double check something. So she cast it once. That got counterspelled. Cast it. Time that I actually used it. Okay, so this is the third cast of tongues. It is wind walk. That concentration. It is not. Awesome. And neither is this. Okay, so she casts tongues. You're back. Do you bear news?
We do. The person responsible for masterminding the creation of the golems using elementals has been killed.
I see.
We offered him a way to save his people without enslaving the elementals, and he refused us. But we would not tolerate his actions.
And I presume he didn't take it well.
Not.
Just attempted to murder us with golem. I don't think that's too terrible.
We have cracked open one of the golems, and my team tells me that we released an earth spirit, probably the Tao.
I see.
It's not like we get to choose which one attacked us.
Yes, I just
And
don't care
we
for them.
would have freed the Tao at the end anyway. We would like to.
Yeah,
not be-
it's fine. It's just not what would have been my first choice.
It was a harrowing fight for us, however, and there are more golems, as you're aware, containing air elementals, and probably others. We need to dismantle all of them, but we lack the power to do so alone. The village has agreed that they wish the golems gone, and are contributing their constructs to this end. I am offering you the opportunity to free your people as allies with us and the rest of the village.
They were the ones that created these monstrosities. Do not have some way to simply take them apart?
The person responsible for creating them is dead. We intend to try asking him. But he may not give us that answer.
I see. Well, I can try and acquire some more assistance. However, it will leave me unable to return home until tomorrow. So should things go poorly, I will not have a means of escape.
I would only ask that you do what you are willing. Our hope is that by the end of this, you will understand that the village, those that remain, do not wish to enslave your people any longer, many of whom were against it as soon as they found out what was going on. We have been asked to try and broker peace. This is what I can offer. The knowledge that the person most directly responsible is gone, and those that remain are not his ally.
1 second while I check the monster manual, because I just need to brush up on what the other elementals are like.
One's kind of hot, another one's kind of wet.
Personality-wise.
I hate you.
That's
It
just
should
a
be
bit base
noted
on
that
what we need.
should they attempt to harm you, we will stop them. And should you attempt to harm them, we will try to stop you as well.
Try to stop.
She raises an eyebrow at that.
I mean,
The ultimate
As
goal
to
is
you are
peace
just
between-
dripping with confidence.
honestly, the try should have applied to them as well.
Phrasing?
We can only do what's in our power, of course.
Well, there's the golem section. That's what one thing I need. Sorry, it's taking me a minute to find these things. Okay. What if I just search?
Remember that I put water on this hot chocolate, and if it doesn't make me the happiest person.
Found it. Okay. Sorry. Uh-huh. Alright, so her response to me, well, me and my people may be understanding, and they may even find peace with the myriad, the water elementals. Or, I said the name wrong, but moving on. But the Tao and Earth elementals, along with the fire elementals, are less likely to be so forgiving.
Can only do our best. Release them and hope that they understand.
But, given that they haven't done anything already, things I expect would need to escalate before they would do anything. So the only ones they'll likely have to fear from are the specific elementals they entrapped.
You did this golem that had an earth spirit in it. You said there are others that have air spirits in them. Do you know what those golems are like at all, physically? Would help us combat them. No.
Well, I know they have trapped the elemental flame in a cage of iron.
Oh, good. You had mentioned something called an iron golem. I don't know what that is, but I expect it will have fire.
From what I've seen, it is a giant metal statue in the shape of a man wielding a large sword.
Sounds like... have to be... I have two questions. They're not necessarily related.
Alright.
If we are successful, mantle these golems and release the elementals within, and the people of the village want peace for people, elementals, would you be willing to make peace? If not, what needs to be done to make you willing to make peace? What amends? Reparations?
Well, so long as I need to be certain that the golems are destroyed along with knowledge of how to create them so that this accord is not broken in the future. It also might be appreciated if someone were to be in charge of tending to this site here, as it has decayed greatly from what it once was.
Our hope was to move the people of this village away from this place, because it is dangerous with undead. That leaves no one in the area to tend for this place. What will happen?
In time, it may crumble, and our access to this plane, at least through this point, will be lost. It used to be the druids that would tend to places like this, but something has had them busy.
Likely the undead. Druids? We know what druids are. Do we know what druids are?
I'm gonna go with Melisari would know, and Dirk might. They've both been around long enough.
I'm 19.
Yeah.
Oh god.
You're 19 from the Underdark. I'm gonna go with you. Don't got a clue.
I rolled a 19 on die for whatever it is that you want me to roll.
I don't know what a druid is.
I'd say
What am I rolling?
nature.
History? Nature? That's a 20.
Okay.
I totally thought Eskel was joking.
About being
No,
19?
he's not. He little baby elf.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Baby.
I mean, you are by elven standards.
I was laughing about Mel's mishearing.
Ah.
Letting a 19-year-old do all of the talking for us.
One doesn't live long in the Underdark when one has the belief system that Eskel does, so he had to be young.
I kind of thought he'd been on this for a while.
So Dirk and Melisari, you would both be aware that druids are people that have made some sort of pact with the world itself in attempts to keep things how they're supposed to be, to defend it from otherworldly invaders and that of the undead, so that only things that belong or are allowed on this plane, on this planet, are here, and so that the natural cycle of life is not
Threatened.
tainted. Threatened also works.
So then Dirk will say, I imagine that they have their hands full with the undead, and they likely will for some time.
Wait, what's a druid?
Do you want me to reword what you just said, or can I rosebud it?
You can do whichever you prefer.
Okay, I rosebud it.
I just raised an eyebrow at us.
What?
You don't. Never mind.
I've only been on the surface for 3 years. I don't know these things.
They don't come much to the Isle of Heaven. It's a bit too urban.
This is true. I thought well, I guess 3 years isn't a very long time to study the libraries. Especially not if you're concerning yourself so much protecting people.
I was concerned for most of that time with the training, the rigorous training that they put paladins through.
Most of our time spent reading was treatises on fighting. And
The art.
some people focused on the philosophical aspects of things.
I feel like more right now. Philistines.
I had a book once. Its name was Juranal.
I don't believe that's how you pronounce that word.
I believe it is how he pronounced it.
Juranal. Juranal.
As amusing as this is, one other thing. My kind do rather prefer the finer things in life. So if they were to be willing to make us or give us some of the things that we can't exactly find in our own plane. That would also make things go a lot smoother. As I am aware that they are rather remarkable craftsmen, even if that has been put to less than stellar use of late.
Hmm.
Although, now I have a question for you. What is it that brought you and your group to this place to begin with?
Next question.
Hmm?
Zoned out for a second.
The
She
question was
asked,
what brought us here?
like, I know what has brought you back to this place now, but what brought you to that gnomish city? Or all the way out here? To the best of my knowledge, we're not exactly close to anything else.
We came to the Gnomish city to protect an innocent who sought refuge there. They claimed they wished to live with the gnomes and study their technology. They had nowhere to go and little way of defending themselves, so we couldn't just leave them out lost in the woods.
He couldn't.
Didn't.
Couldn't.
Shouldn't. Bahamut would frown upon leaving them out lost in the woods. So couldn't.
Just couldn't.
Thus couldn't.
I see. So what is it that you plan to do with her if you intend to try and move the city's occupants?
Imagine then she was with them, but the reason things have been done the way they have been is that our true goal lies to the north, at the ruin of a dwarven fortress.
I see.
Which leads me to my second question for you, which was, whichever way this goes, we do need to get there before 2 days have passed. So we would like to try and disable these golems with your help, but wherever things stand, at the end of tomorrow, we're going to need to go there to deal with our true goal, and I was hoping we might be allowed to benefit from the Windwalk again to get there.
Well, should I be left standing after these events, I see no reason why I could not grant you this boon once more.
Would be greatly appreciated and save many lives.
And so I have a proposition for you. You've brought someone with you that is in need of a home, but is not allied with these gnomes, those that have crossed us. Perhaps it would best be served if they were a sort of go-between for us and them.
I can propose this to them. I cannot guarantee that they will agree to it, but I will certainly bring them the offer.
Should she accept, anytime she spins in the plane of air, I will oversee and make sure that she is taken care of.
Certainly let her know.
And in case you're unaware, there are actual land masses there. There would be places for her to reside.
Interesting.
Some tend to think the elemental planes should purely be just a void containing nothing but that element, but each have their own ways of things.
Landscapes.
Echoes of the material plane.
Very well. You all believe that's fair, yes? And at least bring her the offer. It seems very friendly. Me.
Seems appropriate.
I just fear that if we try and do things ourselves, they will also not look kindly on us, as, well, we need to try to minimize any type of casualties. Some were still incurred.
Indeed. They have told us of the acts during which they believed they were defending themselves from slaughter. But we did remove the person most responsible for the bad blood between you, so I believe there is a path forward.
And we did discuss you joining the fight against the golems before leaving, so they'll at least be prepared for that.
Yes.
Presumably not attack on sight.
Yes, I it is certainly my hope that they are expecting us to be allies when we return. But that is on Nyx.
Well, if I'm going to get allies, I will need time to get this. She kind of gestures to the stones, open again.
What needs to be done?
Well, I need to channel elemental magic into it. Usually it's done from the other side where there is a plethora. It's more difficult to open it from this side.
Is it possible for us to assist?
It could be, but I don't know in what way you could help. Do you know any spells that channel the wind? Or that open portals?
Portals is a better question, but I don't believe so. Hang on.
We also have one other problem. Should I come to help, and there be a misgiving or breakdown or accident of some kind, I will not be able to communicate.
I at least will be able to understand you. I don't know that we could find a way to have you understand us, but at least communication.
We should probably take a moment now to establish some basic signals so that we know, like, it's safe, it's not safe, wait here, go back, kind of like just establish like 5 to 10 really that we would need in a pinch.
Okay. Alright.
Just thinking like, it's safe, it's not safe, wait, go. I don't understand. And I do understand.
Well, my question is, do you intend to assault these things within the next few hours, or will you be taking the next day? Because if you do this the next day, I will be able to have gathered more help and be able to communicate once I am there through the casting of tongues. And out of character, Dirk, as I recall, you also wanted to prepare magic weapon.
Yeah, I mean, right now, in character, I don't have access to the resources that would allow me to be particularly useful in fighting these things at the moment.
We
My
do
magic
have
is
those
spent, and my
helpful potions.
weapon is mundane.
Yes, might as well now. Well, although my channel divinity will be back in an hour, in half an hour, in whatever time is left.
Do also have those potions. Would be helpful. I'm not sure if we want to use them now or
Well,
save them.
I did consider using the potion, though I was concerned about needing it against the Death Knight.
Indeed.
I feel like the second wind might be more beneficial in the fortress.
The
There you
rest,
go.
yeah. Canned rest.
Oh my goodness. Hold a rest would be more accurate. Do cans exist?
We'll go with no.
Cans were only in bonus.
Interesting.
Before that, they were glass jars. Perishable food items with... It's something lighter and more compact.
Trying to think if there'd be any more useful hand signals.
One thing that I might also be able to help with in regards to the golems. While as these have been made before by others, we have done our best to catalog any strengths or weaknesses they may have should we need to destroy them again. And they seem to be linked to a rare mineral that occurs here called adamantite. Are you familiar with it?
Am I familiar with it?
Do you have a reason to be researching a particularly strong metal?
I heard
That's a very good question.
harder
what was
than
that?
steel. I said I heard it was a myth. Harder than steel and heavier than anything.
And what was... You said, Mel, sorry?
I said that it's a good question as to whether or not I would have reason to.
Okay. Well, I can make a small amount of it for a short time. So I could try and... let me see. Looking around, she'll see kind of Zerg's weapon. I could probably make a new head for that weapon out of it.
Short time, so it would stop being adamantite after a while.
Correct.
Anything that can help deal with these things would be greatly appreciated.
Then
Where is this material usually found? If you can make it, then it exists.
Well, it has been found, and I'm going to say actually Jark would be aware of this material based on what I'm about to spit out.
Okay.
It's most often found deep underground or deep in the mountains, most often by dwarves. From my understanding, it's on more than one occasion has been used as a bargaining chip to ensure peace with the earth elementals. And that's how I came to know of it, as there have been a few spats between the two planes. Some of it being captured in the process.
Well, if we ever happen across more, naturally, we should probably grab some samples, Dirk.
I can think of many people who would like to be aware of new veins.
So, how long will this temporary adamantite last?
A few minutes, not long.
Oh.
The
Oh, that is short.
the more rare the material, the less time I can have it be manifest. If it was something simple like a plant or a piece of stone, that could last a day or even hours or a day.
How long do you think it will take you to bring more elementals through this portal?
If we're depends on how many we want. I can get at least 2 by end of day. If I want more, I need to go there myself and do some recruiting.
By the end of the day means after we've had to lay down for our rest, guys. Remember, it's the morning right now. We should be sleeping soon.
Ash had said at some point in the chat. Al has a question. What about arrowheads?
I can only make one object with this particular spell. So I could make one head for that maul, or I could make one arrowhead.
Yes, I do believe that the maul is going to be much more useful. However, we'll turn to the rest of the group, reattune this weapon to one of you guys who does not have access to magic. Ready access to magic. As a way to sort of, have more hands able to damage these things before they're critically injured.
Okay. I agree with that. But it does sound like we'll be not engaging these other golems until after we've rested if we're going to, and I recommend we do, wait for the elementals to return. So, shall we go back to the village and make sure that they are ready to receive the elementals? Give them the news that the elementals are willing to form an alliance?
Al and I are both in agreement. Al says specifically, I'd say so.
you have any other questions for me?
I don't think anything that couldn't be discussed once we are among the villagers so that we can form a unified strategy. We will use the spoon you gave us to return to the village and relay your words, and hopefully we will see you and some other elementals tonight. Good night, guys.
All right.
Elle shakes her head no that she doesn't have any questions. Belisari had simply looked around to the others. Shall we then?
I'm ready. Aurelion?
Yep, let's get this show on the road.
Dirk?
Oh,
Let's go.
Alright.
Should you have trouble finding us, listen for the thunder.
Should we just agree that you come to the village this evening? We'll be talking with the villagers, so that should go well.
We can do so.
Okay. Better than going out and hunting around, especially without the, we won't have the, wind walk anymore.
Yep. Alright, I will transition us back to the other place here.
Alright. So, guess we'll locate Nyx. Again.
Yep. She'll be near the front. She seems to be near the front of the village and appears to be trying to coordinate efforts to collect constructs and things.
Okay.
But let me pause for a second. Thomas, how long until your deadline? Because daylight saving time has me kind of screwed up.
If we play for the normal time, it'd be another hour, wouldn't it?
Yes, for us it would be 1 more hour. Is that good for you, or do you need to stop?
Our normal stop time would be an hour. Is that your norm, or is that an hour before or after your normal stop time?
It's an hour earlier than my normal stop time.
We can go 2 more hours.
Well, I'd like to take the extra hour to get ready to go to bed.
Well,
2 more hours!
honestly, this is a pretty good stopping point because I want you guys to level before the next fight because you have certainly earned it by this point. So if you guys want to have this conversation, we can do that first, or we can do it next week and jump straight into the battle.
I wouldn't starting with the fight.
Indeed. I am able to go another hour.
Sure, do this conversation. That way everything's all set for some rolling dice at the beginning of next session.
Good, that will give me time to actually build the fight. Because I wasn't sure how this was going to go.
Yeah.
6.
You're back. That was quick.
Yes. Elemental does wish to be friends, so gave us the gift of speed. We spoke with her on your behalf and let her know the situation with the creator of the golems. She says by the end of the day, she can have 2 more elementals, air elementals, to help us disable the last golems. Our condition is that there be a spokesperson for the village so that peace can be properly brokered and maintained after this is all said and done.
I see. I don't know that anyone here would be, well, I don't think anyone would exactly jump at the chance.
She wants to offer the position to Amara.
The tiefling girl you brought with you?
Yes, so where is she? She should be part of this conversation.
Follow me. I'll take you to her. And as she kind of leads you down this path over here on the left, she will begin lighting a torch and hand it to you, Eskel.
I eyeball the torch, but accept it.
Before I take you through, though, one other piece of business, now that we have the negotiations mostly dealt with. She will lead you to a small pile of books and clearing that's, free of grass, debris, and anything else that looks burnable. If you wouldn't mind setting these things alight, I wanted you here to be able to confirm they are no longer a part of our curriculum.
These are the secrets of creating golems using elements.
Yes, you may look if you wish, but I believe the point is that this information ceases to exist.
I want to inside to make sure she tell truth.
Okay.
Roll sack.
I look to Melisari, expecting her to be aghast at the thought of destroying knowledge.
Insight is 7. I
Okay.
mean,
You get a read on her. She is telling the truth. Because I roll a 3. Like, for the record, the way, like, I just want to clarify, the way I run these is you either, like, if you pass, you get a read on them as to whether it's, truth or false. In other words, you just can't really read them.
what I was gonna say in Eskel's response to I can't. Hang on.
Destruction of knowledge.
Not necessarily happy about it. I guess if you want insight, I'm basically just squinting at her, but not making any effort to anything.
Eskel's insight. Eskel's insight is 19.
You also get the feeling that she's telling the truth.
No, he's inciting me, I think.
I mean, I can incite everything in this situation with a 19. I incite the trees.
Yeah, no.
The trees say hi.
That's bad, Burnham.
Oh my goodness, that I object to. I wholeheartedly object to.
Trees should not say hi.
Oh shit, they're mimics. Anyway. No, I roll a 10, so like I said, I'm not exactly happy about it, but I'm not making any moves to stop anything.
Ira had said that she wanted to make sure that nobody could do this again. Or nobody in the village would do this again.
Can the things in here help us figure out how to decommission them without hitting them all repeatedly?
There may be that secret locked away somewhere.
I'd like to spend some time looking at these before they're destroyed then, because if there is a way to release the spirit without having to beat the creatures into submission, that's going to save a lot of pain for a lot of people, including your constructs.
Belisari looks at her.
Great.
You get the impression that she is really mad that he's the one who thought of that.
Dirk does not
Even notice.
register.
Yeah, that's fine.
If you wish to pursue this possibility, you may.
Investigation?
If you could bring Amara here.
Yes, I will go get her. And she walks off with her shield golem. Not golem, guardian.
Love
Shall
shield
we
guardians. They're great.
Alright, I got this book. Dirk, this one's for you.
Okay.
I have no idea which one's which. I'm just gonna start thumbing through it.
Alright,
Yeah,
you
I've
thumb through
already
it.
sat down and started.
You thumb through it, and it's all written in Dwarvish script.
Is it written in Dwarvish?
No,
Is it?
because the words don't quite make sense. Like, there are certain sentences that come out pretty much the same in Dwarvish, but it's not the same.
Alright, well, I guess I'm going to spend the 10 minutes casting Comprehend Languages.
Can't make heads or tails of it. I think there's a picture of a...
I'm going to have to do this on
Derek,
myself.
as you look over at Eskel, you see he's holding the book upside down.
It's
Mhm.
either a rock or a
Look at
boot?
look picture.
Like, it's either a weirdly shaped rock or a strangely shaped boulder, but I can't for the life of me.
Oh wait, I think it's a small boulder the size of a large boulder.
Right, casting Comprehend Languages and telling you guys, I guess just look for pretty pictures
This one's
that
Venus.
look like it could be breaking down golems.
No mistake.
I look for like the IKEA instructions.
1, 2, 3, 10. Wait, what happened to the other steps?
That looked important.
Yes, very important.
As you're reading, Amara will come up and tap you on the shoulder, Eskel.
Ah, Amara. How are you finding things here in the village?
Things are good. A little small, but, just takes some adjusting.
Yes, well, speaking of adjusting, we are trying to figure out exactly how we can protect everyone. And the elementals would like to be friends with the people here, but there is a bad history, as you may have become aware. Some of the golems here are being powered by trapped, enslaved elementals. And so we need to fix that. But after that has been fixed, the elementals want to still have a liaison, a person that they can rely on, be exchanging information between the village and the elementals. And the elemental Ira, who we've been speaking with, wants that person to be you. You would live here in the village, you would serve as a go-between between the gnomes and the elementals, and you would be welcome and protected anytime that work required you to go to the elemental plane of air.
Why does she want me?
He wants somebody who isn't part of the village, isn't tied inexorably to the pain that this place has caused. He wants you because you want to be here, but you are not one of these people.
I see. I guess that makes sense. And you said I'd be able to go to the plane of air. How would that work exactly?
There is a portal not far from here that needs maintenance. The elementals are going to be using that to travel between this plane and theirs. And any time the work, again, of being that liaison would require you to go there, they have accommodations, and Ira herself would ensure your safety. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good deal to me, and I've never even seen the elemental plane of air myself.
I'll do it. I don't know many people that have had the chance to safely linger in the elemental plane of air without being some sort of intruder.
I'm glad to hear that you will. I think it's an excellent opportunity. I do wish you all the best on that. I'm happy that we'll be able to inform Ira that she has her liaison. I think that this place and the people here will all be better off without the golems and with the, at least, allyship of the elementals and you. Didn't see this day turning out like that, did you?
Nope, not at all.
Same here.
It's been a weird week.
I think that's an understatement.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that.
You don't happen to read whatever this is, do you? Hey, pointing at the book. Right now we've only got Melisari who can translate, and it's very slow to have one person reading all of these books.
Consider that person can only read at 1 page a minute.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like Dwarvish, but it's not. I can't read it, no. I know Common, Infernal, Draconic, Dwarvish, but that's it.
Then look at the pretty pictures. Melisari is grumpy. Page by page. Maybe Melisari should take her own advice and look at the pretty pictures first. Skim, then come back and read.
This is a picture of a hand.
Or even like pictures or schematics of these things. Or am I just straight being an asshole?
Sorry, I was reading something. Could you repeat the question?
I said, are there even like pictures or schematics or anything in these big books, or am I just straight being an asshole?
There probably would be some diagrams, yes.
There we go. I'm not just an asshole.
Perhaps there's some intelligence thing we can roll to see if the group is able to piece enough together to find any kind of weakness or on-off switch for these things.
Okay.
We're all helping Mel, so maybe we give her advantage.
Yeah, let's do that. Roll. I'm gonna let you roll with advantage and a bonus for this might feel helping you. So, please roll Arcana at advantage with a +5.
Beautiful.
Like in addition to whatever your Arcana is.
Beautiful. Alright, hang on. Math. 28.
28. That's up there. You got what?
16, and my plus is 7, plus another 5. 28.
That'll do it. Alright.
Yep. Much worse.
Let me think here. while you are not able to find something that would just turn them off, you are able to find something that will reduce their ability to absorb damage. That will turn their immunity into resistance.
That is helpful. I share this with the group.
A particular magic ritual, which would take some time, but
Of course it would.
as you know, these things are not currently aggressive, so it shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent. It's not exactly the we were hoping for, but
It should.
Means that everybody who normally fights can attack instead of found unable to help, and that's better.
There may be more. I'm going to kind of weigh things between sessions, so I'll come back with potentially more next time. But bare minimum, I will reduce it to purely resistance, at least against the non-magical weapons.
Wait.
I mean, that's already extremely beneficial to us. So
Yeah.
Well,
damage is significantly better than no damage.
Yeah. 1 damage is significantly better than no damage.
divine favor.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did things. And learned things. And made peaceful things.
Alright. And I think that's gonna pretty much sum it up, except for like a little bit more preparing for the fight.
Oh wait, I did put his name in the chat stream last time. It was Aliston.
Oh, that's right. That's what that name is.
Aliston is
I
Chunky
read
Salsa
it
Man.
earlier.
Cool. Well, now we know what the dead guy's name is.
Yeah.
I will. There are multiple golems that are made here, and I'm just going to have you fight one of each type they have, and you've already defeated stones. That just leaves 2.
Okay.
So you guys know that, like, and you will be facing a clay golem and an iron golem, not at the same time.
Cool.
You'll likely have some help for the iron golem because I'm going to go with there's just one of those. Because, dang, that's a strong stat block.
Great.
Iron
But you
Golems,
still have help from other constructs in Ira.
Yep.
And there is one other type of golem that you'll see that they know how to make, but none dared to make it. And that is the flesh golem.
Cowards.
Thank God nobody wanted
That
to.
is out of character.
Because evidently there are still some lines even they wouldn't cross.
Look, they already have a lot of undead throwing themselves at them. They have the bodies. They're just cowards. Again, out of character.
But also, it's just not that strong to still be housing an elemental.
But they heal from lightning damage.
Whoop-de-doo. But they also go berserk and have, like, pitiful AC. Like, their AC is less than 10. I don't know how many creatures have that, like, an AC that low.
Wow. I would need to roll a 3.
You have +6.
Very few things have ACs below 10, but they exist.
Yeah. Yep. And the flesh golem is one of them. It sits at 9. So some of you would only need to roll 2, which means you literally could only miss on a natural 1, which is always a miss.
Oh, I remember that ad.
Right, but yeah, that will kind of wrap up for today. But you guys have leveled, bum-ba-da, which will
Yay!
give you guys some better saves.
Yay! Get to be level 6.
And we have our auras.
Yeah.
I get
Aura
new
of protection.
spells.
Aura of protection.
It's a good one.
Spells.
Right.
Spells.
Ooh, I'm up to a whole 52 HP.
Nice.
I have no idea what I'm up to. I'm on it presently.
Yeah,
Oh,
charisma
great.
saving throw +9. Suck it.
I'm suddenly very I can't believe I didn't realize Eskel was actually 19.
He can't lie. He told you his age.
I can't lie, but he can joke.
I'm 19.
There were a lot of things that hit Melisari a little hard today. She's had a rough day.
Look, he's had a rough life, so he maybe acts or seems older than 19, but he's not.
Yeah, I mean, you're also kind of put through the training by a human who's going to have much higher standards for how you should be acting at this age.
Yeah. It's true.
But
I was
Cat,
also
why?
trained by a Dragonborn who kicked my ass.
But Cat, why?
Yep.
Tonks.
Are we still streaming, by the way?
I'm currently streaming. I'm just leveling up.
Hello. My cat is climbing on my lap. Come, Cat.
I can prepare one new spell. What shall it be?
Magic weapon?
No.
Even though you can cast it on 2 people?
Oh.
But doesn't he already
Baby.
have a magic weapon? Oh, no,
no.
you just use that to make your weapon magic. Got it.
I use my channel divinity to do that. Interesting. I guess I never prepared any second level spells before. Because none of these are clicked as prepared. All of my second level spells were just automatics. Or
Let's see.
I definitely, yeah, I spent two level 2 spell slots. So I definitely already had access to level 2.
I can get tongues.
Yeah, the only second level spells that I had prepared were the always prepared ones, Hold Person and Misty Step.
I had Zone of Truth, Lesser Restoration. I get Lesser Restoration as an always prepared.
Nice.
Darkness and Warding.
Wait, find Steed!
I can get tongues!
Oh wait, do we gain 3rd levels now? No.
It says it's a second level spell.
Find Steed is a 3rd. Wait, what?
No, it's 2nd level.
Oh shit.
I have tongues.
I think there's a like find a greater steed, which is a
4th level.
Guys.
it's 4th? Okay.
Guys.
What?
Remember that whole, I can understand you, so I'll be able to tell them what you're saying, but I won't be able to talk to you. I can now talk to her! I'm so happy.
I think I'm gonna trade in Compelled Duel to get a weak weapon. Are we doing Find Steed? Because if one of us does it, we should both do it.
Use
I
it.
don't know how useful it will be for right now.
Well, Prayer of Healing. Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This has wow. It's wow. It's cure wounds on multiple targets.
It's 10 minutes casting time.
What was it?
Prayer of Healing.
Prayer of Healing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's the
to
out of
aid.
combat one.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? If we're not doing Find Steed, then I'm gonna do Aid. Because that's a good one. I like Aid. Nice.
Why are there so many good third level spells?
Because that's when you get
Guys.
Fireball.
It's true. Third levels. There's a lot of really good third levels.
Guys.
See,
I have to not get clairvoyance so I can get dispel magic.
but sending. Counterspell.
I already
wait,
have,
wait,
You have
okay.
Counterspell.
I have Counterspell, Lumen, Tiny Hut, Tongues.
So remember that clairaudience requires the focus. So
Osis.
Right,
one
right.
for each of them.
Oh, fuck. I forgot that. Yeah. Well. Never mind.
One day
God,
I'll be able to use that spell.
expensive. Okay, anyway. So
I need a
that's-
drink. I'll be right back.
Luckily, it's divination, so I'll be able to buy it cheaper later if I want to.
Yeah. That's kind of always my approach, even though, like, you pick a school, and then you never learn those spells. You just buy them.
Oh, fuck me. I could learn life transference, but I would probably kill myself trying to heal someone. You take 4d8 necrotic damage, which can't be reduced in any way. Guys,
That-
I would kill myself trying to heal someone.
You wanna know what would be funny? If you still had the warding bond armor on.
But it says it can't be reduced in any way, and Warding Bond doesn't, according to the wording of Warding Bond, doesn't actually transmit the damage. It causes you to reduce it, and then the other person to also take the same damage reduced.
Yes, and since it's not reduced, they still take the same damage as you do.
Oh, that's
It's just
ruinous.
not reduced, which is why someone like Amelie in particular would be trouble for you, because you just have resistance, and she could ignore your ice resistance to blast both of you basically for the same amount of damage.
You know, Warding Bond just says resistance to all damage. Also, each time it takes damage, you take the same amount of damage. So, it says nothing about it moves damage over. It's just your
Which means that just both people take full damage.
40, yeah.
Rude. Alright, I'm going to end the stream now that we've had the discussion. Bye, stream.
Bye.